Okay, we're back with the top 10. We're going to do Presto Ballet, band from California. And I think we discovered these guys about 2009 ish, something like that. Anyway, um, I they got a new album out, or a current album out that has some good stuff. So they're still going. They're still going on. They haven't busted up as far as I know. So I'm gonna go ahead and Mike. Before I start, you want to add something? I know you're very knowledgeable.
Well, it's
This
interesting
band.
because in researching bands as we've been doing the last 19 years, trying to find new stuff, I remember finding him and I could never pull the trigger. And then one day you decided to pull the
Yeah.
trigger. And when you bought this or found them, um, it was it was quite a find. I was
Yeah.
so happy that you finally pulled the trigger.
Right, and I think the same day or the same week is when I discovered Fido. Because I
Oh, really?
remember telling
Yeah,
you,
that sounds
I
about right,
remember
yeah.
telling you about Fido and Presto
Yeah,
Ballet, and
yeah.
you were actually on Presto Ballet's radar, and I listened to it, and I told you, I said you're gonna like it, and
I don't know what was keeping me from pulling the trigger, but what a great sound! I love their sound.
yeah,
And I was just describing it earlier as a heavier kind of Kansas sound.
yeah,
And just looking on Wikipedia, they talk about Kansas, Kansas slash yes, and the guy who created the band, Kurt Vanderhoof, he's founded a band named Metal Church, and evidently they're really heavy metal band, and for him to create and produce these 6 albums that they've done so far, it's pretty amazing because it's got a heavy touch, but really not anywhere near real true heavy metal.
right,
So what a great sound, a lot of great songs. Um,
yeah, yeah.
Really melodic, and it's got a good heavy punch to it, that I just really like.
You know, I'm looking at this. Their their main force behind this, Kurt Vanderhoof. That sure, you know that I thought they were from L.A., but that sure looks like a Dutch name.
Yeah,
Is he?
yeah, exactly.
Is he Dutch? I
Well, it says first of all, Metal Church is considered heavy metal. It says they were formed in San Francisco,
okay.
not actually L.A. But I'm looking up. It says he's an American guitarist, so
Oh wow. Okay.
he must just have family, that was um, Dutch from
It
years
yeah.
ago that came over
It
here.
sure looks like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, but it does claim that he's an American
Okay.
best known for his American heavy metal band, Metal Church. So
Wow.
anyway, yeah, what a lucky break to have
Yeah.
some heavy metal guy create
Yeah.
this awesome band, that's melodic, heavy, progressive rock.
Yeah. There really wasn't a. You know, I only knew well a couple of the albums, and there really is no clink, no blunders,
Clunkers.
no clunkers. I don't really see any clunkers among any of their stuff. So it was a difficult choice after the first 5 or so because I wasn't the as knowledgeable as you. But I'll go ahead and start my top 10. It'll be interesting to see how close we are. We may not be.
Yeah, and one thing I just want to throw in real fast is I think, if I counted right, I believe they've had 3 different lead singers on those 6 albums. So that's one thing been a change in not a huge difference in their voices, but you can certainly tell from album to album when the changes were made. But I have no complaints about any of the vocalists. So
Okay. All right. We'll start with my top 10. One Tragedy at a Time was one of my first exposures to them. Mind Machine, it's a great tune. Haze, I'm Not Blind. Thieves, which is a big favorite of mine. Between the Lines of Grand Design. No End to a Beginning. Title, A Relic of the Modern World, and The Chemical Age. The honorable mentions: King of the Stars, Watching the Radio, The Puzzle, You're Live, Out of Mind, and Tip of the Hat. And that's it.
and we do have a number of differences.
I figured we would.
Yeah. And that might be a good thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna listen to those songs that you.
Yeah, and I don't think you're gonna find, even though maybe they're not on your list, you're gonna say, yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
Well, yeah. I mean, like you mentioned earlier, all the songs are pretty good. Really, there's nothing bad at all on these guys. They're awesome. So my top 10 are as follows. From Peace Among the Ruins, their first album, The Fringes. Did you mention that?
No,
Oh,
but
okay.
I know it's a good song though.
Okay. That's the only one from the first album. Then I have. Oh no, I take that back. Speed of Time is from the first album as well. And then from The Lost Art of Time Travel, I've got 4 of them. And I think you might have all 4 of these. The Mind Machine, Thieves, I'm Not Blind. Do you have that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And lastly, I think definitely one of my top 2, if not the favorite song, the one that really caught my ear was One Tragedy at a Time.
Yeah.
That's an incredible song.
Yeah,
That is just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, when I started the list, before I even started listening, I had One Tragedy at a Time.
Oh, yeah.
That was the first one I listed.
That's the first one
Yep.
before I even pulled an album out.
Yep, me too.
And in my top 10, I don't have anything from Invisible Places, which is their third album. But from their so-called EP, Look What They've Done to the Place. Well, Look What You've Done to the Place. King of the Stars, the first song on that album, and like I was telling you earlier, that song just blows me away.
Yeah, that's good.
It's really got a unique sound to it, and that with One Tragedy at a Time are by far my 2 favorites from them. From Relic of the Modern World, and we've got 2 songs. The Chemical Age, which you mentioned as well. That's a great song.
Yep.
And Watching the Radio, which I think you mentioned as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then from the new album, I really haven't had enough spins of that, but I do know that Out of Mind, It's Out of Sight is there. It's the first song on the album, and it's in my top 10.
Yep.
It hit me immediately.
Yeah.
The rest of the album hasn't sunk in, but that song hit me immediately.
Yeah. Well, Out of Mind hit me immediately too, but it didn't hit me enough to where I would throw it in a top 10. But it definitely wanted it to be on the list.
Yeah, and hopefully with a few more listens, there will be some more that I can pop in here. But going to the honorable mentions, the title track from the first album, Peace Among the Ruins, is a good song. From the Lost Art of Time Travel, a couple more songs added to the 4 that I already had on there in the top 10. You're Alive and Easy Tomorrow. Did you mention Easy Tomorrow?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I did not.
From Invisible Places, which I didn't have anything in my top 10, but there are what I consider 3 really great songs: The Puzzle, Sun Dancer, and One Perfect Moment. And from Love What You've Done to the Place, The Clock. And lastly, the title track from Relic of the Modern World, which is pretty long epic, but
Yeah,
it's got some pretty good stuff on it.
Yeah, it's like 5 different sections, like 20 minutes.
It's really good. So, I love all 18 of those songs plus most of the other ones that they have, and what a great find.
Yeah.
To find a band like that is one thing, but to be able to find 6 albums out of a band like that and have 6 more hours of awesome music is just a great gift to have.
Yep.
We're really fortunate. So
it was a combined effort to find these guys. I think we both found them to be good, and the rest is history. It's
sometimes I'm just a little slow on the trigger. So
no. All right, well, that's it for Presto Ballet. Hope you enjoyed it. Let us know what you think, and
many more to come.
yes, we got more videos to come. Thanks for watching.